June Oscar, thanks for your time today.
Thank you for the invitation, Lee.
The Prime Minister said today that Australia had been too slow to tackle gender inequality and violence against women. Do you think his words have been matched by the coalition government's actions in a policy sense?
I don't think so. I think we can do better.
If you were running the country, where would you start?
Well, I think it's important that we acknowledge the impact of trauma, the intersectionality of the issues that give rise to creating vulnerabilities in our community, and to genuinely understand that, to then work with those affected to design the policies, the systems, the structures that are capable of responding to this situation. These situations are very complex, they are hurtful, they impact generations of people, elderly, children, people with disabilities, and it's something I think it is time for us to acknowledge and accept that we haven't done the best job yet and that we can do better.
For people who don't know the word, can you please explain what's meant by intersectionality?
Well, there's not just one issue that impacts someone's life. There are many issues that are connected that impact an individual's life, and it could be issues that are historical, that are transferred intergenerationally. There's issues around housing, education, employment, economic security, and to access these services and supports so that people can live full lives in this country.
Do you think that there are any services targeting specifically First Nations women and girls currently in Australia that are getting it right, that are looking at the complexity of issues altogether and have programs that could perhaps be rolled out as models for elsewhere?
Well, I think we have to acknowledge that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community-controlled organisations have been investing a lot of time and effort and energy for decades in responding to the issues that they are experts in responding to in the environments that they operate in, which are led by Indigenous people. And so there are some very strong, effective organisations out there, Lee, that are doing some amazing work. But the problem is that they continue to struggle against a system that can support them better to be able to respond in a way that is sustainable, that people are guaranteed that programs are there to stay for the long term, and that aren't just written off when there's a policy change that no longer invests in some of these critical services and supports.
What do you think would be the best way to support those programs that are making that effective difference at the community level?
Well, I believe it is time that we include the voices of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander women around the policy designing table, the systems that need to incorporate these voices of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, and particularly women and children, or young women, given the context of what we're talking about here, and be informed by the lived realities of women from all of our diversity. So, we need to be listening to women who live in city communities, in rural centres, as we do to women who are living in regional locations, remote communities and very remote communities. Their experiences are common but diverse and unique to their setting, and we need to be informed by all of those voices.
Thanks for all your work that you do, June. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.